What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of the EA FC Career Mode. It's episode number 54, returning today with part 1 of a 2-part season finale where Luton Town played their final 3 Premier League games, dropping to 7th after a horrific run of form as we play our final 3 today, leading up to the Champions League final against Borussia Dortmund. What a run we've had together as well, absolutely brilliant. But that'll be coming in the next one. Today we've got our final 3 Premier League games, right now in 7th after a horrific run, knowing that the chance of missing out on the top 4 is slipping away quite quickly. And after no wins here at Power Court in the league since the beginning of March, 3 games to go, I've got to say it's looking very bleak. I'd say 7 points from 9 required to make the top 4, which means we really need to win at least 2 of our final 3 games. First up, the Magpies at home. After a thrilling end to the Real Madrid win in the week, have had to make a lot of changes out there for this one here. You know, I've got to be honest, I've just been playing so poorly recently, and I always hold my hands up and accept it as well. Like, I always hold my hands up and accept it. When I've played badly, I'll admit it. I've not played well, and whilst in Europe, yes, we've been grinding out those wins to make the final, ultimately, I've been poor in this second half of the season. There is no ifs, buts, or maybes about it. I have been poor in this second half of the season, and the blame should fall with me. First attack coming to Newcastle, it's headed away by Ryan, and whoa, that's a good fair tackle. That's a very good fair tackle. And Suleiman is rapid. He ain't gonna get caught. This dude is absolutely rapid, and to finish the match as well. Luton in front, and Kamaldeen Suleiman, man. Once this guy gets going, you ain't going to catch him. As soon as I won that ball back there, taking it right from the halfway line all the way to the 6-yard area before letting fly into the top corner. I know that pace might not be as effective as it used to be back in the old days, but no matter what anyone says, it's still the most effective way to play. Kamaldeen fires us in front. Pace will always dominate FIFA, or FC as it's called now. Sandro Tonali heads in the leveller for Newcastle United. But even then, what caused that goal to be scored there? Pace. Pace down those flanks, getting away from Gabriel Long, which is no mean feat, and across into the middle, reminiscent of the days back in FIFA 14 with Ibarbo, you know. But pace will always dominate FIFA and FC, and there's no two ways about that. So yes, it might have been, neutralised a little bit, but it will always be the most effective way to play this game. And I don't think EA will ever change that, personally speaking. A chance here to get in front of the first time, and Fuentes makes a very good save at the near post. Still 1-1. Man, oh man, the league form has just been absolutely horrific. It's why going into that game against Dortmund, as Hull does enough there, going into that game against Dortmund, I feel as though you can't read too much into this run in the league, because yes, it's been, let's be honest, horrendous, but it's counted for nothing in Europe, because we've beaten Real Madrid back to back, we've beaten Bayern Munich back to back, and we've beaten Monaco back to back. So yeah, the league form is horrific, but clearly it doesn't mean anything for our European record. As Andres, no, Kovacs, go the other way. Man on the edge. Oh, Basuma get in. Basuma get in. Go on, mate. Oh, just wide. That's not my game, by the way. It seems isn't mine. That belonged to my ex. And no, that's not the Ecuadorian. It was Onyedika sends it long. Lovely ball there. Gabriel. On the edge. Yes! Come on! On the edge with a finish. Luton are back in front. PGA Tour is mine. For those, I did see some comments that saw when I had an update file for PGA Tour. That's mine. I barely get to play it, but that's mine. But no, the Sims belongs to my ex. It's still in the library though, because I don't really have any other games. Like, I've got this one and the Spider-Man games. Not the new one though. I haven't played the new game yet. I haven't got Spider-Man 2 yet. I've heard it's very good, but I just haven't had the time to pick it up and play it, and therefore I haven't bought it yet. Anyway, here come Newcastle looking for a leveller. Longstaff drills it home. You can't surrender 2 leads at this level and expect to do anything noteworthy. Come on. That is going to do it, and the Magpies will claim a point to stay with us in the race for a Conference League spot, but we're more focused about trying to get back in the top 4 But a point isn't going to cut it. The poor league form continues, and I've said it before and I'll say it again. EA, form should be in the game. You've got to tone it down. It's a bit ridiculous how overpowered it is. Sod this, I'm going to go play The Sims. So Manchester United lost to owner Southampton, interestingly enough. So we could still catch them. We closed the gap now to goal difference with 2 to go. But again, because their goal difference is, far better now, as I'd say realistically, we still need them to slip up again, either away against Brentford or away against Aston Villa. Two tough tests, to be fair. So 2 to go. It's still doable. It's still doable. And again, when you look at the fixtures we've got, Chelsea away, we're having quite a tough season, to be fair, in 12th place right now. And in the final games away at the Emirates as well, this is still doable. If we beat Chelsea and then beat Arsenal, we'll do it. Yep, following game, Chelsea away at the Bridge on Wednesday night. This was, of course, the fixture last season where we won the title. A bit of a different scenario this year, though, as we just try and keep our top 4 dreams alive. Only a win will do here. Come on, Luton Town. Adebayo wins it back. Brilliant footwork. Just smash it. Come on! Bangs it in off the woodwork, and there is our opener. Man, I've said this before, but the only thing this guy has been missing is consistency, man. He's got everything. I mean, for such a big guy at 6'4", he's rapid, he's strong, but his footwork as well is sublime. 21st of the year, Luton in front. Easy. Oh, no. Leroy Sané into the middle. Enzo Fernandez offloads. He's on there. Cole Palmer. Back heels. Final kick of the game. Final kick of the game. Too many leads have been lost late on this season, and that is one of the reasons why we're not going to make top 4. Game to go, but I can't see us winning away at the Emirates, man. Too many times this season, it's dropped right at the death. Although, to be fair, whilst Manchester United did win, Arsenal still did lose. So it means that, look at the table now, we remain in 7th. And how did Brighton get on? Oh, it's over. It's over now. Brighton must have won. So that means now, yeah, he did 2-0 away at Forest. So that means now it's over. Unless they lose at Burnley, it's over. We don't just need to win at Arsenal. We need Brighton to lose and Manchester United to also lose as well. It's over. It is officially, we ain't going to make it now. It's finished. Yep, final game of the season in the Premier League. And to be honest now, all I'm thinking about is our official final game. That Champions League final versus Dortmund. Because we'll need to win that to be back in the Champions League next season. Because now it's basically all but gone. We'd need a miracle to make top 4 now. And to be honest, yeah, I'm not one bit confident. Final game though, Arsenal away at the Emirates. That's yours, Duke, winning, mate. Oh my God. Tackling in this year's game, man, is just ridiculous. It's so, like, genuinely underpowered. That's the best way of putting it. Like, you can never seem to win it back with a simple stand tackle. Your players aren't strong enough. Fuentes can't give out the header. Arsenal in front, and it's 1-0. We've absolutely tanked this second half of the season, man. And even as the case, I still think we're favourites heading into the Champions League final, but it's been just embarrassingly poor. Genuinely, I'm embarrassed by this. Yep, I do put us as favourites against Borussia Dortmund. Still, I know you'll be thinking in this form, I don't think so, but no, I do. Oh, what a finish, Carlos, but we need another goal. But it's still a bit embarrassing, you know. Like, so how many league wins have we had in the second half of the season? What, 3? 4? And we were trying to defend the title this year. It's pathetic. It just kind of reminds me of, like, Chelsea's season last year in real life. You know, towards the end of the campaign when they were just like, you know what, we're not going to make Europe now, but we're also not going to go down. And they just kind of weren't bothered. Like, they won, like, 1 game in, like, 12 or something ridiculous. That's kind of what it reminds me of. It's like the boys are like, yeah, the league, no one cares anymore. Like, we're all worried about the Champions League. Oh, yeah, like Bayern Munich next week. Can't wait, mate. But, you know, Southampton at home or whatever. Not bothered. Like, seriously, guys, no, we still had a chance to defend the title before then. And right now, we still technically got a chance to finish in the top 4. Gabriel Long, I've never missed more one-on-ones with a player than Gabriel Long. I cannot finish with this guy. As Adebayo heads wide. Onyedika, Alcaraz, Adebayo! There's a player I don't miss one-on-ones with. Captain Elijah Adebayo won't win the Golden Boot, but will win over our hearts again. Dude is just phenomenal. Last chance for Arsenal, forced wide, just hoofed in a helpful cross in the middle. I don't believe in scripting, but sometimes, man, sometimes. Where's he going? Jockeying him perfectly in a hopeful half delivery into the middle. As Fuentes didn't ask him to come, just decides to get caught in no man's land for the header into the open goal. If we don't qualify for the top 4 because of that, I'll be absolutely livid. Yet another draw in a season of draws. Just call us your local furniture specialists, because that's all we do, build draws. Embarrassing, man. Absolutely embarrassing. Oh, I don't believe it! Right, sod this, I'm playing the Champions League final. It was not supposed to be the season finale today, but I'm playing it. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. The last touch of the whole season saw us miss out on the top 4. I cannot believe it. There's your final league table. We're getting through it quickly. Man City champions, Liverpool second, Spurs and Brighton make up the top 4, which would have been us had it not been for that header with the final touch of the season. As the Red Devils 5th, Arsenal 6th and us in 7th. West Ham, the Magpies and Fulham make up the top 10, and the bottom 3 are the Saints, Bournemouth, Sheffield United. I'll do the Golden Boot and stuff now. We're playing the Champions. I can't believe it. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. This is, and I've said it before, the most difficult version of the franchise I have played, and I've played since 1999. You have to be, as Gabriel did win the assist title, literally inch perfect to win. And with that being the case, we now head into the Champions League final. I'm playing it. Impromptu season finale today. Alright, I've got 4 youth player unsettled emails. I'll do this quickly off camera, but come on, seriously. Oh, and you know what? I think we're going to be out of space. We are. Oh my god. What do we do? Who's getting released? Who's not going to make it? He's got the exciting prospect tag. I'm going to release that young South African centre-half, because this guy should have more potential. Where is he again? Song Soo Yu. Yeah, he's definitely got more potential, I would say. But who are the other two? Who are the other two that want to make it? Robert Campbell and where's he? Yep, very good potential on him as well, young Canadian, and Tyler Stewart. Is he the one with like mega potential? I think he's the one with the mega potential. No, he's not. I'm not going to give him one then. I'm not going to give him one, but I will give the other young Canadian a pro deal. Robert Campbell, the man with the mullet. I'll give him a pro deal. But who else is going to go? I hate to say it, but I might let the young Ecuadorian go, because we've had him on the loan list, but no one's come in. And it's 72 rated. He's literally going to be the lowest rated striker out of all of these players here. Captain, DK, Dalton when he comes back, Kowalczyk, and his bro, the Bartman, as well. So I'm going to let the lone Ecuadorian, he's off. And that'll make way for the mullet to come in. What a chaotic season finale. Yep, this is it, the Champions League final against Dortmund, and I've got to be honest here, I feel very confident for it. Dortmund have been, like us, struggling domestically this season and finishing way outside of a Champions League spot. And whilst they are a 5-star team by right, I feel as though our European knockout rounds, all seeing us win every single leg, I think personally, we're favourites to go on and win this and redeem what has been otherwise a poor season. Dortmund in the Champions League final. Yeah, like I said before, if you look at our form, it's been horrendous in the Premier League, but hang on. Oh, but in Europe it's been sublime. Gabriel Long finds Luton in front, and the academy graduate gives us the open of 3 minutes in a poor pass out from Danso, I think it was, and Gabriel step overs round him and puts it in past Gregor Cabal for the early opener in Gelsenkirchen. You can say what you like about our form in the Premier League, but in Europe, we have been lights out. Luton Town in front and the Veltins in 3 minutes. We're the favourites, and I'm saying this right now, we deserve to be known as the favourites. We are becoming a European giant. We're not here by luck, man. We're here on merit as Fuentes makes a good stop there to keep it at 1-0. I mean, you don't knock out Monaco, Bayern and Real Madrid on your way to the final. Oh, it's Adeyemi. This time, tests Fuentes, who makes the save at his near post, without being a top team. And that's what we are. We are now a top team. We are 5-star, as Fuentes claims that cross on like he could at the Emirates and quickly throws it long. So, yeah, we deserve to be here. We're here on merit, and we've made a great start as well. 27 minutes in. After a frenetic start, it's died down a little bit as Locatelli gets away from Onyedika and gives it to Samuel Ricky. The Italians linking up here as Adeyemi finds a bit of space. Great tackle by Correa in the nick of time. And the clearance goes straight to Sessegnon. Yep, Dortmund now starting to come at us. Adeyemi. Ballard with a big interception and it's hoofed away in the nick of time. Well, we might be favourites or we might be leading, but this is Borussia Dortmund, mate. Yes, they've had a poor domestic season like us, but they are still one of Europe's best. 10 minutes to go before the break. We still hold a 1-goal lead. As Long sends Adebayo through. Can he get away from Danso? No. Ricky through the gap. João Felix plays it back. Adeyemi offloads Locatelli. Fuentes makes the save. Wasn't the best attempt there. As the Costa Rican had it close to his body and just shovels it behind for a corner. To be fair, despite taking the early lead, Dortmund have actually had more chances than we have, and really, we're quite fortunate to still be leading by a goal, but we are courtesy of Gabe's early opener. The question is, can we hold on until the break, still holding the narrow advantage? Well, the answer was yes, we did survive until the break, still leading by 1, but based on our recent results, well, all of our last 3 games we've been leading and haven't seen out the win. So with that being the case, you put your money on Dortmund to find a leveler at some point. But again, I'll reiterate it, those are league games. And we haven't had any sort of problems holding on to leads in European games in the knockout stages at all. As Alex Anderson says, Adebayo, get running, mate, get running. And Alcaraz says, look at me. Carlos! Oh! Cabal makes the save and keeps it at 1-0, but that probably should have been 2. Give this corner to Gabe and let it be an outswinger here to try and give Cabal something to think about. And it goes Duke's header onto the roof of the net. Scored from a corner in the Conference League final, almost did it in the Champions League final. There's going to be a second goal in this second half, but whoever gets it, I think will win the Champions League. If we get it, it's game. If Dortmund get it, I think they'll flip the script and win it. Careful, careful. Anderson well in, mate. And Alex Anderson, great work from the young man. Duke. Adebayo. Gabriel Long. Oh, he scuffed it. He scuffed it. Did he take a nick? I'm not sure. It might have done. Adebayo's effort goes wide. It might have taken a nick off the defender. I thought initially he just scuffed it. 20 minutes to hold on. Last chance for Dortmund to force extra time. Oh, where are the tangerine shirts? Where is everyone? Ballard, what a tackle! And this will do it. Gabriel Long to wrap it up for Luton! Daniel Ballard with the last ditch tackle to keep us leading, and Gabriel Long out of the academy to bag his brace and wrap it up. Sessegnon exhausted, flat out. Gabriel beaten for pace and energy, and drills Cabal for the second. Game over. Luton Town, Champions League winners. I felt incredibly confident we would win that pre-game. Genuinely, even though Dortmund, just like us, are a 5-star team, have won Champions League before in their history as well back in the 1990s. This, for us, unfamiliar territory. The reason I felt confident is because, quite frankly, whilst our league form was again pathetic, in the Champions League, we've won all of our knockout legs, not just ties. So I felt incredibly confident that we would go on and win this final. And whilst there was a period of the game towards the end of the first half where I was a bit, I don't know, to be fair, once that second half began, I felt like I grabbed the game by the scruff of its neck, and it was only going to be a matter of time before that second goal. And once we did, at the death, it was too late for Dortmund to come back, of course, as it was virtually the final kick of the game. But there it is, Luton Town champions. Definitely deserved on the balance of play. It wasn't one-sided by any stretch of the imagination, but I still felt as though we deserved to win it, all things considered. And there we go, the season ends with silverware and success after what was a real slog in the Premier League and really all throughout our domestic campaign this season. The Champions League was nothing but. Yes, we had that loss on match day 6 to Pools, but it was a meaningless game. Other than that one, we didn't lose a single game in the Champions League all season long. I said it, we are a European giant now, no doubt about it. Luton Town are no longer a little Luton side lucky to be in the Premier League. No, we are a European giant. And to me, as a manager on the rise, as a manager that has delivered 3 major honours in 2 years and taken Luton to the highest of highs, I personally feel as though my time at Luton Town has come to an end. I've delivered them the Premier League, I've delivered them their first European honour, and then I've delivered them a Champions League as well. What is going on there? I feel as though personally, my work here is done. It was a shocking domestic season, yes, but overall, a Champions League mean that Luton will be back in it for next season. A Champions League and a Premier League as well in 2 years, plus a Conference League too. Personally, I think my job is done. We've turned this Luton Town team from a poor team just up to the Premier League into a 5-star side and one of the very best in world football, let alone English football. Personally, I think my job here is done. I'm ready to take the next step. And so for that, I'm going to say thank you to Luton Town. But it's now my time to look elsewhere. Guys, thank you so much for watching the season finale. If you have enjoyed it, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And we'll be back in the next episode with a thank you video for Luton Town. One final look at our team. One in-depth look at the squad statistics. And then on Saturday morning, we'll be back with a brand new season as the same will continue. But for the first time ever, as I do in all of my main CMs, I'll be moving teams and going elsewhere. The question is, where will we be going? Well, let's be honest here, I think I could go to any team I want. I'm excited for it. Thank you so much, guys. Much love to you all. And I will see you for the special thank you Luton Town video and one last look at the squad video very soon.